income elasticity of demand. It's all about the money. So income elasticity of demand, it tells us how the quantity demanded changes due to a change in income. So if your income goes up, is the quantity demanded for a particular good or service going to increase or decrease? That's what we find out by looking at the income elasticity of demand. The formula is the quantity, the change, the percentage change in the quantity demanded divided by the percentage change in income. So income will be our denominator. Like with any elasticity, quantity always goes at the top. Because we want to know what the effect is on the quantity demanded, in this instance from a change in income. Now, our two variables, income, the amount of money we earn, but we need to see it as a percentage. So the percentage change in income, increasing, decreasing, versus the quantity demanded. So let's take, for example, if my income increases, let's say by income quantity, if my income increases by 5%, so 5% increase in income plus 5, what will happen to the quantity demanded of chicken dollars? Is likely going to go down by at least 1%. So in this case, when we look at chicken dollars, the quantity demanded goes down when my income goes up. Personally, that happens because because when I have extra money, I stop buying chicken dollars and I will buy things like I don't know, KFC. Or I can also look at this from the point of view of when I was at university and my income was low, I would get things from Sainsbury's, like Sainsbury's Basics. But as my income increased, then I stopped buying Sainsbury's Basics and I started buying other things. Now, as my income increases, I tend to shop less at supermarkets and just have takeaways, fast food. So from that point of view, if we are addressing in this, think about your own personal examples. Chicken dollars, let's go with chicken dollars. So if my income increases by 5%, plus 5, the quantity demanded for chicken dollars goes down by minus 1%. So minus divided by plus is a minus. So that's the first thing we note, minus. When the result of our income elasticity of demand is negative, then we know we're talking about an inferior good. An inferior good is a good that you buy less of the more money you earn. So a percentage change in income as it increases, I buy less chicken dollars. And I know it's inferior because it's negative. The next part is to calculate the relationship. A strong relationship is if the number is 1 or more, ignoring the sign. A weak relationship if it's 1 or less. Again, a strong relationship, 1 or more, and that will be elastic. A weak relationship, less than 1, ignoring the sign, and that will be inelastic. So if we have 1 divided by 5, divided by 5, 0.2. 0.2. So we see that there's a weak relationship here, minus 0.2. So that's the income elasticity of demand for chicken dollars when my income increases. So there's not much of a relationship. Income increases, and there's a decrease in the amount of chicken I buy. So it's an inferior good, yes, but minus 0.2 is quite a low figure. I only stop buying minus 1% for every increase of 5%. Let's look at a different example. So things like, what do I buy more of the more money I earn? I think, and this depends obviously who you ask the question, where you get your data from, but let's look at McDonald's. I like my burgers. So the more money I earn, the more burgers I buy. Let's look at McDonald's, right? So if my income increases by 10%, right? So I don't know. I got a part-time job. 10%. What will happen to the quantity demanded for Big Macs? Um, well, I think it will increase more than proportionate. It'll be like 30% plus 30%. So hence, we can resolve plus divided by plus is a plus, 30 divided by 10 is 3. So here we have plus 3 as a result. What does that tell us? Well, number one, it tells us that positive means that it's a normal good. So my quantity, as the money increases, as the my income increases, I'm buying more McDonald's. I don't know. I think what would you buy more of, the more money you earn, and that will be a normal good. If you're gonna buy less, then it'll be an inferior good. Here it's a normal good because it's a positive result. Next we have 3. 3 is more than 1, so it's elastic. And if, when it's more than 1 and you're looking at income elasticity of demand, it's considered a luxury good. So for me, Big Macs are a luxury good. Maybe not for you, depends. You might want to do your own equation and figure out your results. In my case, there'll be an increase of 30% in the purchase of burgers, Big Macs, if my income increases by 10%. So that will consider Big Macs a luxury good. And it's a luxury because it's more than 1. If the result was positive, but it was inelastic, so what do I buy more of, but not too much? The more income I earn, I buy more chewing gum. I like my chewing gum, not as much as my Big Macs. So if my income increases by 10%, I will buy 5% more chewing gum. So an increase in the purchase of chewing gum by 5% when my income increases by 10%. So what will be plus divided by plus is plus, 5 divided by 10 is 0.5. God, those faces I make. Let's fact check that. Yeah. 0.5. So 0.5, it's positive, yes. So it's a normal good. Yeah, chewing gum is a normal good. However, the relationship is not that much. It's not strong. So it's just a normal good. And when it's below 1, it's considered a necessity. It's considered a necessity because even when my income increases, I'm not buying much more of it, just the normal amount. So things that will go into this category might be your rent. You know, the more money you earn, you I guess in the short run, you still pay the same rent. The more money you earn, I'm buying a little bit more chewing gum, but not much more. So those are considered necessities. However, if this result was 1 or more, then it will be a luxury. Things that fall under luxuries, intuitively you can think of holidays, cars, that sort of thing. You know, once you have a certain amount of income, you tend to buy more than proportionate amount of holidays and maybe cars. Not in my case, but maybe in your case. Yes, so that is income elasticity of demand. So the key basics is the result could be positive or negative. If it's positive, then it's a normal good. The more money you earn, the more you buy of that product. If it's negative, the more money you earn, the less you buy of that product. So it'll be an inferior good, or it'll be classified as an inferior good. Then the result could be either more than 1, ignoring the sign, or less than 1, ignoring the sign. So if it's 1 or more, ignoring the sign, it's elastic. And that's a strong relationship between both variables. If it's less than 1, ignoring the sign, then it's inelastic. There's a weak relationship. So what does that tell us? So if it's one or more, it's a normal good and it's a luxury. If it's less than one, then it's a normal good if it's positive, but it is a necessity. And those will be the classifications. And you can see in a time of a recession like now, luxury goods might not be doing so well, and on the other hand, necessities will be doing quite well. So things that we buy in the supermarket, they're the ones that keep on selling during the times of recession. On the other hand, when we're experiencing a boom in the economy, when we're all getting a bit of a pay rise somehow, we see that luxury goods tend to sell well, because the quantity demanded is more than proportionate to the increase in income. So businesses selling holidays tend to do quite well during a period of a boom, when there's increased economic activity, which also it's partly is because increase in the level of income. Good. Don't forget there's some questions underneath. Try them out to check your knowledge. Until next time, keep earning money, income.